Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone today? Happy Thursday. And welcome to everyone that's joining the live. Welcome to Pick Three at a Glance. How I win big. If you're, I have, I think I've had quite a few subscribers to come to the channel, and I really appreciate those new subscribers. And I hope that you find. Hey, Angela, how you doing? Glad to have you with me. I hope you find I had new subscribers, and I hope you find this channel valuable. 1 minute, 1 minute. I got to see what's going on. Okay. Hey, E. Hey, E. Oh, man. Now, he left. That's my son-in-law calling me, and I'm thinking he in the house. He must let me know he's leaving the house. If he calls me back, I know it's important. So just bear with me a minute. If he calls me back, I might have to answer or call him. He's probably just let me know he left the house. So welcome, 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 everybody. Now, this is strange. When you're trying to get something done and trying to do your channel, you'd be surprised what all kind of stuff happens. I was going to do this yesterday, but my grandkids was out of school. So I know I can't do anything when they're home because it's four of them, and man, they make enough noise for a whole schoolyard. So then I say, okay, they going to school today. I'll just get it done today. And then my son-in-law is calling me. He must have left the house without letting me know. I wanted to make sure I knew he was going. So, but anyway, if he calls me back, don't call me back. I know everything's okay. Uh-oh, there go that idea. Let me hold on a minute here. Figure out how I'm going to do this. Because I really don't answer the phone. Something really must be going on. Hold on a minute. I'm going to have to make a call. Bear with me a minute, okay? Call Ebony Richardson. Hey, what's up, big boy? Okay, no problem. Okay, I'll make a live while I'm here by myself. All right, love you guys. Bye-bye. Okay, it's exactly as I figured. He was making a run, and wanted to make sure I knew that I was here by myself. And they kind of leery because I had eye surgery, and it's kind of hard for me to see stuff and get stuff done. But I'll make out. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully, I don't want to put it on Do Not Disturb because he and my daughter's out. So in case they need me to do something or have something done. Okay, so let me get started here again. Yeah, let me get started here again. All right, welcome everybody. pick three at a glance. Home of no tic-tac-toes, date sum, grids, flips, mirrors, multiple different rundowns. Okay. I've done them all, tried them all. And I come out to the conclusion the best way to win and know why you're playing the numbers is track the actual 1,000 numbers in your own state. Other than that, I only played pick three because it's trackable, teachable, and doable. What you're looking at here is all 1,000 numbers that I got on one sheet here. So I can track those all 1,000 numbers and study them and make a skill set and a strategy to winning. There's nothing else out there that you can do that with. That's why I only put all my chips on one bet, and that's pick three. Pick four got 10,000 numbers. You can't track 10,000 numbers. Pick five got 100,000 numbers. I can't track 100,000 numbers. And even with that, there's a small chance of you winning because you're only going to get 30% of the 1,000 numbers with pick three. With pick four, you're going to only get 3% of the numbers for the year for pick four, and pick five with 100,000. I can't even add at the percentages of what you would win and get. So that's why I put all my chips on one table, and that's the pick three table. All right, because I can track it, I can teach it, and I can do it. And the pick four and the pick fives is all luck, and I can't track, teach, or do luck. Everything else above pick three to me is pretty much luck. And you have to be able to track and see what's going on with any of the numbers you're playing. Okay. So that's why I used pick three, and it's giving me the greatest reward of playing and winning and using a strategy and a skill set and know why I'm playing all my numbers whenever I play them. If you've been looking at my, I posted yesterday on a short. I had the 224, the 244, the 779, and the 997 for Illinois evening draw. If I'm tracking, I'm only going to track midday. If I'm tracking evening, I'm only going to track evening. I don't believe that no midday number brings an evening number. No evening number brings a midday number. I don't believe that numbers travel. I don't believe the numbers follow each other. I don't believe any of that. But I know better because when you tracking all 1,000 numbers, you see what's going on with the actual 1,000 numbers. You realize that a lot of that is not explainable. You can't explain that theory. But I can explain the law average, knowing that if a number hasn't played in a certain amount of time, in all probability, I can see and know pretty much when that number might show up. Not saying that it show up at all, because there's no rhyme or reason that any of these numbers out of the 1,000 show up. But it does work with the law average, and as you're tracking, you'll see how certain numbers are falling in line and how knowing numbers that don't pick up one month comes the next month. When you track numbers, what do you look for? As you're tracking them, the numbers, what you're looking for is the numbers that working with the law average that hasn't came out. If you're looking at a number and you know a number ain't came out pretty much, working with the law average and using the pick three at a glance strategy, you'll know just about that numbers due. Let's just say right here on this 1,000 columns here, we're not playing all these numbers right here, okay? And you know that this column of numbers here ain't hit, and it could happen in 4 months. This is where you would go to get your numbers as you're tracking the numbers off the 1,000 sheet. That's what the pick three at a glance strategy is based off of. What I did is took all these 1,000 numbers and took 22 numbers and compiled them in 22 columns where all these 1,000 numbers are represented. You see what I'm saying? That's working with the law average. Also, you have to realize that with all these thousand numbers, all you're going to get is 365 of these numbers to hit every year. That's only a third of these numbers that you're going to be able to hit every year. That's only a third of these 1,000 numbers. No matter what you do, you're going to hit every year. That's through my strategy. That's through my knowing. So with knowing that, I have to know what third of those numbers or what these 1,000 numbers are doing to know which numbers are the best to play. Aaron Clark, what columns do you think is going to come on for tonight? Well, Aaron, what we're looking at here after tracking, and if you're talking about Illinois, you're talking about Illinois, Aaron, I think you're from Illinois. I build a bucket list while I'm tracking my numbers and knowing what they're doing. I build a bucket list of numbers. If you're talking about Illinois, and this strategy works for all states, okay? You have to track the numbers. Then, just like you asked me a question, then I can tell you. When you tell me the work you've done and the tracking you've done, then I can tell you what numbers I would be looking at, or you would be looking at. And once I tell you or show you what numbers you'd be looking at, then you would know for yourself what to do. And you wouldn't need me to tell you. Okay, let me show you here, Aaron. Okay, you're from Illinois. Okay. Have you been following me long, Aaron? Did you do any hit that 7? Not the 7, but that 4, 4, or 3, and then just the other day that I showed that I've been telling everybody to play. I don't remember you calling me. Some other people called me and let me know they hit it. But I'm going to show you what I'm doing in Illinois and explain you why I'm doing it, Aaron. And this works for all states. This works for everybody because we're working with the actual 1,000 numbers. We're not guessing. Okay. Here you go, Aaron. These are numbers that I have Illinois for the whole month and the whole year pretty much. Because my best months are November, December, and January. Because I didn't track the numbers down for the year. I don't wait for the whole year to hit, but I hit throughout the year. You see I already posted, if you've been watching me, I put up an email where I hit the 443. Showing that I won it. Because I play online, so if you play online, you know Illinois. Oh, you did hit? Did you play it? Or did you? Okay. You think this heart is in the way. I can't see. Let me see if I can try this other one. See what happens here. Let's see if I can. Because they got a, okay, this one does better. You thinking for the night. My saying is play up till they come make that money, y'all. There's nothing that's going to tell you what's coming for the night. You have to set up your numbers that you plan to play on a consistent basis, Aaron. Okay. Now these are the numbers. See, I had this 334, and this 443, this 889, and this 998. Let me see if you can see that. Okay. Let me move this one down, widen it up so I can see. Oh, come on, thing. All right, open up. Okay. You see this 334, this 443, this 889, this 998. It wasn't that I knew it was coming the next day, but it was part of my bucket list of numbers to play. Okay. When I win, these are the numbers that I look to play. And I'm not playing a whole bunch of numbers from tracking and building a bucket list. You see, these are my doubles that I'm playing for the rest of the year. Every one of these have hit this month. Well, this 044 already had hit. But the 556 just came. It followed this 443. Wonder why this, let's see. Okay. Why is all the numbers not showing up? Hold on a minute. And let's see. I can't see all the numbers. Let me move this phone a little bit, see if that's what it is. That's that old 5 there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. The reason I'm playing these numbers are opposite each other, directly opposite of each other. Okay. This 001 and this 110, the opposite of it is the 556 and the 665. Working with the law of average and tracking over time, I know one of these 4 are going to play. So I don't jump off of it. I just play her to a come. And they came straight. On my pick three at a glance sheet, you'll see most of the numbers come exactly as I have them on the columns and everything on the papers. All these numbers for the year are opposites of each other. I knew these columns had to hit, working with the law average. And I ain't talking about a whole bunch of numbers to play. Play these for the rest of the year. The main one now out of the whole year, if you see me post, has not hit is right here. Now they played the 142 last night. But I'm cool with that. Because that ain't the number I'm playing. Now any other time I would say, oh, they played my that 124, so I'd have dropped off this number thinking that it would be okay because they ain't gonna bring my number that I'm playing now. But I know better than that. How do I know when to play the number? I could play a number for 60 to 90 days, but I don't play them like that. How I know when to play the number, it depends. I pick up a number that ain't played in 60 to 90 days. I'm looking at my numbers. When the number ain't played to 60 to 90 days, I got my eye on it when 60 days or a column or a number. And when it ain't come in 60 days, I got my eyes on it. But I still got my other bucket list numbers that I'm playing. Let's say right now, I'm playing this right here. This 224, this 442, 779, 997. Now I know I'm gonna carry these for a while. Okay? Because I know these here ain't played all year. But if I see, as I'm tracking, if I see numbers ain't played in my columns in 60 or 90 days, 60 days, when I win, I'm going to that column to play off of that them numbers. That'd be my next bucket list of numbers to play. Because I'm constantly watching the numbers and what they're doing. You say, when do we look for opposites? Hold on, Angie. Oh, shoot. Okay, what you're doing as you're tracking, my workout sheets are all based off each column showing the numbers and their opposites. Let me show you here. Okay, let me show you the workout sheets. You might, if you've been following me, you should be able to follow what I'm saying here. Okay, Angie. Here's my workout sheet. Here's my workout sheet. Now, each one of these columns have its numbers and the opposite in each column. You might call them mirrors. Most people call them mirrors. I don't call them mirrors because people use that mirror and flip in too many different ways. Okay? So right here, each one of these numbers, if you know about the mirrors or the flips, this 024, the opposite number, direct opposite, I don't call them mirrors, of the 1,000 numbers, is 579. See 579. Okay. Now, I don't play an opposite number just to play an opposite number. Because a lot of people say, well, you should have played the number and it's opposite. I don't play like that. I only play a number. If I see this column here, this the one I was on 8, this 024, and I know this column ain't failed here in 60 to 90 days when I go to pick it up, I'm definitely gonna play the 024 and the 579 if I know that they haven't failed in 6 months, 4 months, or whatever. Whenever I find a number and its opposite hasn't played throughout the year, them are my main numbers I'm looking at playing. You see what I'm saying? The same here. That is why I'm playing these. All these numbers are exact opposites for the whole year, ain't failed. That's why this 247 just hit also. You see it? This 247 hasn't hit. It just hit. Exactly like that. These are my numbers I'm playing. I'm not jumping. Once I accumulate my bucket list of numbers, what I know what's going on in my state, I stick with these numbers. When I hit, but I'm still accumulating numbers. I'm still watching what's going on with the numbers. No, you wouldn't be looking for 679 to come. No, you should be building your bucket list of numbers. You just would. The only way if you let's see. So if 1, 2, 4 fall, I would be looking for 679. No, you should already have that 1, 2, 4 in play if it failed, so you kind of know what's going on with the numbers. I wouldn't play the 679 just to play it. I have to know what's going on with that 679. I have to know the last time it played off of that column, off of this column. If it didn't hit already, I have to know. You have to know what's going on with the whole column. If it didn't hit already, then it appeared I probably wouldn't play it. Let's see here. Where we at? And 1, 2, 4, it would be come off a column 03 right here. See that 1, 2, 4 right here? I hope you can see it. This 1, 2, 4. Here's the 679 right here. I would have to know if that 679 didn't fail already. I probably wouldn't play it. Hey, Seashell, I wouldn't play it unless I know why I would play it. I'm looking for this time of the year. I'm looking for the numbers that and their opposite that haven't failed this time of the year. Through the year, it depends on how I'm tracking, and you're gonna have to track the year starting from January up to now. I do an annual sheet. You have homework to do. When I came to Illinois, this is an annual sheet, one of the regular sheets that I do monthly. You have homework to do. There's no just picking numbers and playing the numbers. You have to know why you're playing the numbers. And the only way you're gonna know is tracking them. See the ones that I have highlighted and circled for Illinois. That's how I know what's left here. I don't know, my phone is running really slow behind for some reason. Because I can't see what I'm doing because it's so far behind in a way. Okay, now. I think I'm on the right sheet here. But can y'all see that pink? Let me see if I... Does it say summary sheet up here? I don't think it does. It's really running slow. Yeah, it's really running slow. Wow, I wonder why it's doing that. Okay, yeah, here now it's got the summary sheet. All these in pink, I came back, I came over here in June. So I took the summary sheet and I went back and eliminated everything that had failed since June. And then I took an individual sheet for monthly sheets. No getting around the homework if you're gonna know why you're playing. Okay, glad you see it. And see, I went back and eliminated everything. I just put up a short explaining how to use Pick Three workout app, and it does the 1-1-1 rundown for you, and it shows you how to find the columns, the numbers on each one of my columns, real simple and easy. When I started, wasn't no computers or none of that to do. I had to go back 2 years because I knew I had the sheet. Now I had to know how to implement the sheet. I knew what I wanted. I went back 2 years. You don't have to go back 2 years. You will have to go back a year to really get the basis of the data, how the numbers are falling depending on your midday draw, your evening draw, depending on what draw you playing. Okay. So once I did that, I knew what numbers was left for me to look at the play. I'm not concentrating on the numbers that played already. I'm concentrating on the numbers that haven't played. I guess you can call them the code numbers. You see what I'm saying? That's how you do that. And once I realized, I like everybody else, they say, well, you should have played the number or the opposite number of that number that came. But them telling me that didn't mean nothing because I didn't know why I was playing the number that came in the first place. But now here, you can look at these columns and know what's going on with each one of the numbers on each column. You'll know what's going on with the 024, and the 579. Now, if they ain't failed for 6 months or half the year or 30 days or 90 days or whatever. And that's what I play. I play the numbers and the opposite that hadn't failed. And I book them, I put them in order. That what makes this so simple of a strategy, because I can teach everybody how to do this and everybody be on the same page understanding what I'm doing. Same way with the doubles. The doubles here, I had to go back and track all the doubles that hadn't failed. That's why with confidence I can tell you that 224, that 244, that 779, that 997 hadn't failed. But they're my numbers. I'm going to stick with them till they hit. Then, like I said, I'll go back and just play the numbers that I'm playing, that I know why I'm playing them. I'll go back and play the numbers because I know why I'm playing them. And I'll hold on to them. Then when I hit, I know my next set of numbers. I always have my numbers set up. I'm not looking for numbers. Oh. I think because you're looking for the winning number that comes the next day, Angie. There's nothing that's going to come the next day. If you're looking to try to hit what and know exactly what's coming the next day, it's not going to work like that. That's where that's the secret sauce that everybody's looking for. And what I've seen, it don't exist. The numbers are random. There's no telling what number coming the next day. You have to have a strategy where you carry the numbers and working with the law average. There's nothing that's going to tell you the next day. Like that 443 and that 556 to hit back to back. It wasn't no guarantee that they was going to come the next day, but I was pretty assured that they were going to come because there was on my bucket list of numbers that were due to hit from me tracking. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it don't exist. There's nothing. I don't care what nobody show you. If they tell me I got all the winning numbers, I know what numbers coming the next day. I know that's hogwash in my book. Ain't no numbers that bring no numbers. Don't no rainy days bring no numbers. Don't no cloudy day. That's just the way the numbers happen to fall. And that's why I was losing all my money. You have to play your numbers consistently and know why you playing them, or either just play quick picks every day. I don't know how lucky you how that go. That's luck, but there's nothing out there like that. And anybody tell you it is, if you want to believe them, fine. And I wish you luck. But you hear me? I don't even mention luck in what I do. Do I? You ever heard me say good luck? Because ain't no luck in what I do. It's working what I do, but no luck. It's working what I do. And it ain't a lot of work. Because once you get my sheets and do the rundown or make your own up, you just tracking numbers and let the numbers tell you what's going on. And they'll tell you ain't nothing going to show you what's coming the next day. Nowhere, not on pick 3. That's why I don't mess with pick 4s and pick 5s. I play Powerball and Mega Million, play the same 2 numbers, run the same numbers for consecutive draws, for 14 draws and 6 draws, I think. And I just leave them alone. If it's for you to win, you're going to win. If 9 out of 10, it ain't for you to win. But, we never know when your luck go here, and I'd rather have my name in that bucket in case it pulls out. But that's all I do. I don't spend a lot of money. They could make it $1 zillion. I ain't going to spend but $1 on Mega Million or Powerball, because I know it's luck. So why would I spend my money on that? But I win with pick 3. I got receipts. I show people I win. Since I've been in Illinois, they send me an email from the Illinois Lottery telling me I won. So I can't do that. That can't be fake. If I could pull that off as fake, I wouldn't be on this channel, I bet you, if I was that smart. But now, and can the lottery, and yeah, the lottery can be rigged. Eddie Tipton did it. Eddie Tipton rigged the lottery. Can be rigged, and the lottery can make it hard for you to hit, and they can cheat if they want to. So that's why I'm saying, but with pick 3, you'll know if something way out of whack. You ain't gonna know nothing out of whack on those 10,000 numbers. Or those 100,000 numbers, but I can tell you if they way past the law average, I'll know with pick 3 if they screwing up or something getting screwed up. I don't know, because I'm tracking the actual 1,000 numbers every day and what they're doing. But nothing's gonna tell you what's coming next day. Ain't nothing out there gonna tell you what numbers coming next day. They all random. Whoever say they ain't random, then if you want to believe them, so be it. That's all I can tell y'all. I am not gonna argue the point on that. Because a lot of people, they want to tell you, no, the numbers ain't random. This method bring the number, just let you know the number coming the next day or the next 2 days, the next 3 days. No, you build your bucket list and you play the numbers because you know why you're playing them. And then as you playing the numbers, you're building more numbers that you're looking at with a strategy that you know ain't fail and win. Is this orange outfit ain't too loud for y'all? Let's see here. Let me get here. But you have to be organized. Well, I say OPPB, be organized, be patient, persistent, and stick with a budget. Thank you, Clark. Thank you. But now I'm telling y'all, I ain't wasting my time with none of these people that saying these numbers coming the next day. I know they don't come, but when I lose, I ain't worried about it, because I know where I'm playing. Like I play $2 to $3 a day, $5 when I win, maybe. But it depends on how heavy I win. Then I'll load up on numbers that I know what I'm playing them for and why I'm playing them. I don't try to hit every day like I used to. I know better. I know to get your reward, you're going to have to put the work in. You got to get the wood in, put the wood in to get the fire out. Okay? You're going to have to do it. You have to do the homework. I'm here to help you. But I don't sell no numbers. I don't give no numbers. I tell y'all what I'm playing in Illinois. If you want to play, because it's hard for me to really try to pinpoint you guys on what numbers, or say, here, play this number, play that number. Because if you track it and doing the work, you could hit them bigger than me doing my same strategy because you caught something I missed. And bang them good. I bang them decent too, but I'm just saying you can bang them better than me. When you work in your system and using your own strategy, your ideas, and knowing that how to play the mirrors and how to play the single numbers and how to play the single digits and what front pair and back pair has not failed. Like here, I know everything there is. This strategy number one here, strategy number two, strategy number three tells you everything you need to know about any number you plan as you plan through the year. And this is from years of experience. Be organized. See, I got a calendar that I track the numbers. Then don't be all over the place and trying to win. You just can't be. And you get in the winner circle, but 9 out of 10 is going to be luck. And you just have to be more studious. That's all to it. Yeah. And you can't really, you're tracking all 1,000 numbers. You're tracking all 1,000 numbers. YouTube is running real slow for some reason with me. I guess I have to try to keep going and catch up, let them catch up with me. That's the only thing I can see. Yeah, here's the calendar. On it's running slow. But here, you have to be organized. But it won't be anything. Once you get it down and organize yourself, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. And I got 1,700 videos that's out there. You can study anyone, and they're pretty much consistent. I don't change up a whole lot, but some of my nuggets and some of my knowledge you'll gain if you just keep watching some of the other videos also. Because you can't keep going everywhere, because everybody's got their tic-tac-toe. They do all those different. Everybody got their rundowns. They do all different. They got the 777 rundown. They got the 934 rundown. They got the 369 rundown. You can make a rundown out of any of those 1,000 numbers. And when you get through doing that rundown, if you're playing any of those numbers, you don't know nothing. You don't know why you playing them. You might as well get you some quick picks and call it a day. Or tic-tac-toe. They do the tick. Let me get on this here. Let me do this. Anybody that's new on here that want to ask me beginner questions, fine, go ahead, and I'll get to you. But I'm kind of, I guess this is a Q&A. They got the 111, all the different rundowns. The only one I use is the 111. But they can make a rundown out of any number. Okay, I'm gonna use the 111 rundown. On the 142 that came in yesterday, Illinois, yesterday. Okay. Now, what they'll do, and they say at 1 to 1 you get 2, 1 to 2 you get 3, 1 to 3 you get 4, 1 to 4 you get 5, 1 to 5 you get 6, 1 to 6 you get 7, 1 to 7 you get 8, 1 to 8 you get 9, 1 to 9 you get 10, but you don't use the one on the left hand side, you use a 0. Lottery math, you only use single digits. So you're going 1 to 9 is 10, you just use the 0. Then 1 to 0 is 1. Okay? Same here. You're going to have 1 to 4, you get 5. 1 to 5, you get 6. 1 to 6, you get 7. 1 to 7, you get 8. 1 to 8, you get 9. 1 to 9, you get 10, but you just use 0. 1 to 0, you get 1. And then 1 to 1, you get 2. 1 to 2, you get 3. 1 to 3, you get 4. I hope you can see that. Now, here, 1 to 2, you're going to get 3. Then you just count straight down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2. Okay, with this rundown, you got what? You got one, well, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got 10 numbers, right? So now most of them won't say what, figure out what's coming the next day. If you don't know nothing about these numbers, how you gonna figure out what's coming the next day? If you don't know the last time this number fell, if you don't know if the mirror or the opposite of it fell, if you don't know the last time the front pair of it fell or the back pair of it fell, I mean, but you'll know this is simple once you start doing the abstract natural number or what position a single number fell in the last time it fell in. You have to know everything there is about these numbers. And then they'll say, like I'll say, you can make, they'll use another, let's do the 1, 2, 3. They do the 1, 2, 3. It's a rundown. You can make a rundown out of any of these 1,000 numbers. Let me move this over. Let's run it down. And they do it and make it look like they know what they're talking about, but they probably do in their own heads and their own mind. But here you go. And let's do the 1, 4, 2. Been here, done out there, y'all. 1 to 1 is 2. 1 to 2 is 3. 1 to 3 is 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1. Add 2. 2 to the 4. You're going to get 2, 4, 6, 8, 0. 2, 4, 6, 8, 0. 2, 4. Same number at the bottom, you get at the top, you know you added correctly on these here, okay? Add 3 to the 2, you get 5. 3 to 5, you get 8. 3 to 8, you're going to get 1, right? 3 to 1, you get 4. 3 to 4, you get to 7. 3 to 7, you get 0. 3 to 0, you get 3. 3 to 3, you're going to get 6. And 3 to 6, you get 9. And 3 to 9, you're going to get 2. See there? Same way, whole bunch of numbers they got for you. But you don't know nothing about these numbers, so why would you be playing them or even attempt to play them? You don't know nothing about them. I used to be there. I've done this, y'all. Now, and then after that, they want to do after the fact and find the number, whatever that number, say they tell you to play this off of this rundown, this 1, 2, 3. Say, okay, here's the numbers to play. And they want to look at, okay, just play the bottom half, play this half, play, and they got all kinds of different strategies and things to play these numbers. Still, the bottom line, I don't care what number you come up with if you don't know why you're playing it, And then they'll say, with flips opposite the mirror numbers. And y'all been around with me, y'all know. They'll say, well, let's say, they looking at this 401, say play it, but let's say 406 comes. Say 406 comes. First thing they're going to tell you is you should have played the opposite number, because here it was in front of our face. They just played the opposite single number and made it a 6. And there it is. Here's your 406 right here. And make you think that you know what's going to come the next day. It just ain't happening. If you can change any of these numbers here, if you can change any, you only get 0 to 9. If you change any of them, you can get your number out of the 1,000. You're going to find the number in any of these rundowns 99% of the time. And you can change any of these numbers and won't know what's going on with them. You got to try it. You got to do your homework. Now, And that's how that goes. It ain't no easy way. And ain't nothing gonna show you no date sum, no grid, no flip, no mirror, no multiple rundown gonna do you a lick of good if you ain't looking at all 1,000 numbers as a whole and see what's going on with them and build a strategy and a skill set with them. It just ain't gonna happen. That's how I get in the winner circle, y'all. I don't play all these numbers. I don't roll no numbers. I don't flip no numbers. I don't do none of that for a simple reason. Um, like I say, the numbers are random. So this one 4-2 came, and I'm playing that 2-2-4. It might have threw me off my number years ago, but now I'm playing my 2-2-4. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put extra on that 2-2-4 and that 4-4-2. You know why? Because it has two of my numbers in the numbers that I'm playing, the 4 and the 2. So usually that 9 out of 10 will bring my number I'm playing back. I would fall off of it, then my number come the next day. Now I load up a little bit more on it. That's what I do. When I see two of my numbers in the number that I'm playing to play the day prior, I load up on that number. That's one of my strategies. I don't fall off of it because it came the previous day and say, oh man, now my number ain't going to come. Because that 1-4-2 came, so my number not going to come. That's not true. It's still a random deal, though. But at least you know what you're doing. And you see what the numbers are doing. I know that if two of my numbers play the day before the number I'm playing, I'm loading up on that a little bit more heavier on that number. Instead of playing $1 on it, I might play an extra dollar, extra $2. Play a straight box. And play maybe $2 box, something, but I'm gonna put a little bit more extra on that column, on that number. Because I know why I'm playing that number. Okay. Same here. They can make these rundown numbers out of any of those 1,000 numbers. When you get through doing all that adding, you still got a bunch of numbers. You don't have no idea why you're playing them. Let me show you here. Same way with the tic-tac-toes. They want to tell you to play. Let's do that 1-4-2 again. That came out. 1-4-2. Now, I went down the slant because it's easier to me to go in a circle. They can go, you can put it, they tell you, some people want to run it across the top or in the middle or at the bottom, or it's 1,000 different strategies. That's why I say pick 3 at a glance. That's all I use. I don't need 1,000 strategies. Everybody counting the same numbers. Yeah, if it contains 2 numbers, I normally will load up a little bit on them. I don't, one number, is normally 2 numbers I go with it. If you got 2 of my numbers, I will, Angie, yeah. I load up on that number the next day. Now they'll tell you add 1 to this number and go around counterclockwise. So at 1 to 2, you get 3. 1 to 3, you get 4. 1 to 4, you get 5. 1 to 5, you get 6. 1 to 6, you get 7. 1 to 7, you get 8. Now you want to pull your next number that's supposed to be coming the next day, and I don't do the next day thing. Or see what number might be coming, I guess next couple of days, 3, 4 days, but I don't look for it like that. So now I want to see what numbers are coming out of this. So you're going to go across the top. You're going to say 154. Okay. Then 643. 782. Then you're going to come down this way. 167. 548. 432. excuse me. And then you're gonna do. Then they want to do the corners. Man, they get some more numbers. You're gonna go from here to here to here. 8, 2, 3. Then you're gonna go here 3, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if I can put it up over here. 3, 3, 4, 5. Then you're gonna go do the 3, 4, 5. Then we're gonna do 5, 1, 6. Then you're gonna go 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. Oops, I got a little close to that too, didn't it? Now, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers that you're looking to play. And if you don't know why you're playing them, you're still in the dark. Or what relationship they have to you while you want to play the number. Yeah, you got a lot of numbers out of this that you don't know nothing about. Or why you even playing them. My theory, if you don't know why you're playing a number, don't play it. My strategy, if I don't know why I'm playing a number, I don't play it. Now here, I don't even play my birthday. My birthday that came in. And it's one of my numbers to play. But if I got my bucket list set up, I stick with my bucket list. I don't play my birthday because I have to go back and pick up some more numbers, even if it comes in, because I know why I'm playing my numbers. And then what they'll tell you on here again, if none of these numbers come in, let's say for instance, all these numbers, say you play these numbers for some reason the next day, and the number to come in the next day is 167. Not 167, I'm sorry, 162. Then they're gonna say, oh, there was no 162. What we should have did, here it is right here in front of our face. It said 167. Here that 167. What we should have did was play the opposite number, which is a 2, which is a mirrored number they're called. This is a 2. And here it is right here. That is number. That's all after the fact. You don't want to play numbers after the fact. You want to play numbers before the fact. And why are you playing them? I only do pick 3, y'all. That's the only reason. I can track them and know what's going on. And the reason that you didn't play the 162, because you didn't know why you was playing the 167 in the first place. It's all about knowing to win. And knowing what you're dealing with and what you're up against to win. Yeah, see, I can't see. They running me way behind. I can't keep up. I don't know why you two running behind like this. But that's it, y'all. We can't keep playing this stuff to win. We have to do the work to win. And like I was saying, when y'all start winning, bless my channel. I can get you all the material, all the data, everything you're going to need is on my channel. You got to do the work, yeah. I can't do this work. You all going to have to do the tracking. Then I can explain, okay, this is what's going on. This is what you probably won't look at. Only way I play triples. I don't play no triples all year long. I only play triples from tracking. Any 10 numbers. Okay. You got 0, 0. I'm going to do this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I know people like to play triples. Everybody love to play the triples. Triples are one of the biggest money makers for the lottery there is, because everybody plays them, and they like to play all 10 of them on pick three anyway. Right here, all you're gonna get if you ran all these triples every day for a whole year, all you're gonna get is 3 of them on average. I don't care if you're playing midday or if you're playing evening. The only way I play triples, if no triple has failed all year for whatever draw, if it's midday draw or evening draw, that's the only way I play triples up to November or December. If I play them, depending on what my tracking tells me, my strategy, which I have for playing triples. Okay? And that strategy is, if I know that no zero has fell on the front for the whole year and no zero has fell on the back for the whole year, and by tracking, let's say I know double zeros ain't failed with no number for 3 or 4 months, 3 months, which can happen, y'all. With y'all numbers, you're going to have to track to know that. For 3 months, then I know to play triple zeros alone. I'm not playing all those triples. If I play the triples, if I know the front 1-1 played and the 1-1 back to play, the 2-2 front and 2-2 back play, the 3-3 front and 3-3 back to play, 4-4 front, 4-4 back to play, 5-5 front, 5-5 back to play, 6-6 front, 6-6 back to play, 7-7 front, 7-7 back to play, 8-8 front, 8-8 back to play, 9-9 front, 9-9 back to play. 9 out of 10, I probably ain't gonna play those triples for that whole year. Hadn't had any in Texas at all. If you haven't had any triples in Texas, like I said, I'll be looking to see what the front, if the front and the back of it of it ain't played. If the front and back didn't play, then I want to play the ones that haven't played pretty much. Okay. Okay, if it's eight front and 8 back, then I would be looking at playing triple eights. And look to see last time the 3-3 front and 3-3 back played. And if the 3-3 front and 3-3 back ain't played, which is the opposite, I would play the 8s and the 3s. See what I'm saying? I play the opposite along with the 8s. That's a strategy. That's a skill set. You know what you're looking for. You know why you're playing. Okay. Okay. And then I'd also look, Andrew, to see the last time whatever the last time the double zeros or the double 8s pair have failed. And let's say the double 8 pair ain't failed for 2 months or 3 months, I would definitely be looking at that. Or the double 3 pair. Hopefully you understand what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about that pair, I'll do it this way. Let's say 8-1-8. Anything with double 8s in it ain't played. Like, let's make that 0. 8-8 1 8-2-8. If anything, a double 8 ain't played for a month or 2 months, then that's gonna give you also a sign of what triple ain't played. Yeah, like that double pairs, right? Yeah, double pairs, you got it. Yep, that's what you're looking for. I don't do triples, but every time I do, I win because I know what it takes to win. You're only gonna get 3 You can get only one triple for a whole year. But when I say average, on average, you're going to get three triples out of a year. You might get four, but I always wait toward the end of the year to realize and see how they're going to fall before I even play a triple. Yeah, that's what I do. Uh, but yeah, you have to put the work in and track. And don't, take your time. The numbers ain't going nowhere. Go slow, you get more. Take your time. They ain't going nowhere. Study more than you play. And you can't go wrong studying the actual 1,000 numbers and not the tic-tac-toes, the date sums, the grids, and the multiple different rundowns they got out there because they can change them and play them any kind of way they want. You know? Wow. Okay. So let me see what else we got here. And like I said, here's the 22 numbers. I do the 1-1-1 rundown on these 22 numbers here, the singles and the doubles. They consolidated all these 1,000 numbers. And you're welcome, Angie. All these 1,000 numbers. And then all these singles, and they all in numerical order. And what you're trying to do, and here's the doubles. What you're trying to do is find out, I got 12 columns on the singles, 10 columns on the double. And the winning number that comes in, you want to find out under what column that single number would be under. Okay? And again, it's 142 that came in Illinois. I know people gonna be asking me. Okay. Let me see. Okay, this 112. Well, I say that 112. This 142. We're doing the 1-1-1 rundown on. So we're gonna find out what column the number is under. What column is 882 under? Okay. What column is 882 under? If you got the sheet, you can't find it on the sheet, Angie. It should be the doubles. Have you done a rundown on the 882? Have you did a rundown on the 882, Angie? I know it's on the 044. It's under the 044 column 10. It's under the 044. You see it? But I'm gonna show you a quick way to show you. Once you memorize, okay, okay, you asking me, what's the question you're asking under the 004, Angie? That 004 is just the opposite number of that 04. Well, it's not the opposite number, it's the opposite set. It's the set of the 044. That 004 is a set, that 004 and 004 is a set. You see 044, but you don't see the 044? Okay, let me show you here. This my what I'm seeing is running very slow, so I have to make sure that it lines up so you all can see. Do you see it on the sheet here, Angie? With this is the rundown on the 044. You know how to do the 1-1 rundown on the 044? And here's the 822 and the 933. You see it now? If you do the 1-1 rundown, you'll see the 822, but it won't show us 044. The 822 is going to show different because well, no, it wouldn't. It would show same. The 044 would show it as 822, but if this 044 come different, the 822 would be different. Or if the 822 come different, it would be different. Same number. What is 436? You got a question there, Freeman, about the 436? Let me get 004 for the column. Hold on. No, when you, okay. You want to know what column the 436 come under? Hold on. All righty. Angie, I'm going to have to take my, get my, and you're using the same app I'm using. It should be the 044 come up on that instead of that 400 because it's not under the 400. Did you do the 1-1 rundown on? But you did the 1-1 rundown on there, and seeing that it came up under the 400. It wouldn't come up under the 400. Let's do the rundown on it. Let's do the rundown so we can get it right. Let's do the rundown. You know better than I know better, but like you say, computery. But it's best that you learn to do the rundown for yourself. 822. I really don't use that too much because I like to see for myself. Unless I miss, and if I miss add, I know. So you got 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2. Then you got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2. Same number times about. See, Angie, because here, I can stop right here. Once I see the number, I know what number it is. It's the 044. I know the numbers in my head. So once I see the number, I automatically know what numbers come in. You lost me. I don't know what's going on with you two. I know they've been running slow. I don't know why they're running so slow. I'm still gonna upload. I see up pretty good on my other piece of equipment that I'm still on. So I don't know whether that's on your end or my end or YouTube's end on your equipment. Okay, that 436. Hold on, Freeman. You want to know what column it's under? Okay, we're gonna do the 1-1 rundown on the 436. Okay, you're gonna add 1. I do the 1-1 rundown. You're gonna add 1 to the 4. You get 5 and just count straight down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3. Then 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, I know the numbers automatically in my head that all of the base numbers, which I call those 12 numbers on the singles base numbers, has a 0 in them. So I don't really have to look at anything but what the 0 is to know where my base number at. And here it is right here. I know it's 013 right here. So I go to column for the 013. That's going to be column 2. And the 013 on my rundown workout sheet. So you memorize the numbers. They're easy to remember because they're all in numerical order. And all you got to remember is 12 of them. See here? Excuse me. The 013. You go down and you should find there it is, your 346, right under the 235. But it don't show as 436. It shows as 346 because Freeman, these numbers can come 6 different ways. Okay, depends on how the number fall. But what you're looking for is the base number, and you would just mark it off. You're not going to find all of them exactly like that. That's why I could consolidate 720 of those 1,000 numbers into 12 columns. So all you have to do is know the columns to find the numbers. Okay, wow, that app is off. Wow. But yeah, well, Yeah, it is off. If you got 004, and it could happen. It's technical, so you had those technical foul ups. But like I said, once you get it in your head, um, okay, you got it, Freeman. Once you got it in your head, it's nothing to remember. It's just easy. It's a cakewalk, really. And once you do the 1-1 rundown, you probably won't even have to do this rundown all the way down there. But I had a subscriber to bring to my attention that all the base numbers here on top had zeros in them. Out of all these years that I was doing it, I never came. That's why two heads are better than one. And once I realized, when I got to the numbers and looked at the zero, I knew then that which was my base number. I automatically knew the column. I really didn't have to use the app anymore because I really do like doing the 1-1 rundown myself. And once I knew it, I knew what column it was under. Yeah, yeah. Um, any other questions? I guess it's probably going to be basically a Q&A. Anybody, am I teaching fairly well, or where everybody? Look, I was a slow learner in school, and I had excellent teachers that worked with me to get me where I am today. And that's why I have plenty of patience for anybody with any questions of any type. Um, and so I get a pleasure out of teaching people. So don't feel like you're getting on my nerve with any questions or anything, because believe me, I was blessed to have a lot of help with teachers, public school teachers, that worked after school hours to help me be a productive citizen and to learn. So I understand. I'm not impatient about teaching. I love teaching. I was a manager for 30 years, working with employees and training people. So I guess it's my background. So don't ever think that there's a question that with Pick Thread, that you can ask me that I can't answer with this strategy. And I won't get upset, not one bit, because I can answer any question you throw at me on this channel with Pick 3. Let's see. How do I know what number to pick in the 1-1 rundown? Let me see if I can understand what you're asking me. What number to pick in the 1-1 rundown? To know, you mean what column? What column number? Let me. You talking about Freeman? What column number you talking about? What number to pick under the rundown once I do it? Is that what you're asking? You're not talking about what number to pick for the next day, are you, Freeman? There's no numbers on this rundown you're going to pick for the next day, unless you accumulated the numbers over time. Like I say, these numbers that I have accumulated for Illinois evening draw from tracking, I have accumulated the data from January of 2024 up to now, to present. And I have eliminated those numbers. So that's why I know what numbers I'm playing in Illinois. That's how you will know what numbers you'll be playing in your state. There's nothing out here that's going to tell you what numbers is coming the next day, period. These numbers run randomly. Only thing you're going to have work to your advantage is the law of average and tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. There's nothing. Zips. Zero. And if that's how they get you, if you're going to try to win these, think there's a formula for hitting the next day, it ain't out there. I've seen people what's the lady? It's a lady that worked herself silly trying to find a formula trying to hit the next day. Nah, oh, what is it? Trying to find a formula for something that's going to tell you what's coming the next day. It ain't out there. Nothing. Because the numbers run randomly. And anybody want show me different, I'm willing to learn. But out of all my 30 years, there's nothing that shows me any different. The numbers are random. See, here's the 20 base number, the 20 numbers. Oh, no problem. Like I said, I was slow in school and I had good teachers. So I guess it made me appreciate be able to teach and show everybody. And I appreciate you appreciating me. I appreciate you also. But see, the 0, 0, 1, 2, the 0, 1, 3, the 0, 1, 4, the 0, 1, 5, the 0, 1, 6, the 0, 1, 7, the 0, 1, 8, the 0, 2, 4, the 0, 2, 5, the 0, 2, 6, the 0, 2, 7, 0, 3, 7. Those are the singles. And these are what I call the base numbers. The numbers I came up with to consolidate 720 of those numbers into 12 columns, which are the singles. Okay, I don't know if it's on your end, but I'm here again. Mine are working fairly well, Angela. Just hang in there. Maybe it'll straighten itself out. No, maybe it might cut out on me, but mine's running fairly well. Okay, and then the doubles are the same way as 10 doubles, which is 001, 002, 003, 004, 005, triple zeros, 011, 000, 022, and 044. One of these base numbers, either on the singles or the doubles, when you do the 1-1 rundown on the winning number, will always be in that rundown if it's a single or a double. It might not be in the same form. This 015 might not be, let's do the in the middle here where I think you can see. This 014 might not be in the same format, depends on how the winning number falls. It might show up as 104 in the rundown, or 140, or 410, because it can come 6 different ways. Okay? So depending on the way that the number falls, the winning number depends on which way this base number going to show up. Now, a lot of people do the 1-1 rundown and say they can't find the base number, because 9 out of 10, the actual winning number is the base number. Like this 014 could come 410. They do the rundown, and then they say, well, I can't find the 014, but it's the same number. You just mark off the base number, letting you know that it came in for that day, that winning number. It was the actual winning number. See, any of the base numbers can actually be the winning number because it's actually one of the 1,000 numbers. Same way with the 1,000, with the doubles and the triples. Okay. Now, another strategy that I use is strategy number 2. What I did, I wanted to know what's going on with the single pairs. All right? And when I mean single pairs, like 2 numbers, like the pair numbers. Like 1 and 2 is a pair, or 2, 3 is a pair, or 4, 5 is a pair. So what I did, I made this triangle where I consolidated where you could find all 1,000 possible combination of pairs and know what pairs didn't play each month and carry them over to know how to play working with the law average. Let me mark off this this 124 that came in, but it really is 142 before I forget. And then let's see here. So if you got three separate numbers, you're going to have three separate pairs. These are the singles to mark off. All right. So that's strategy number 2. And I'm going to mark off the 12, the 14. I hope you can see this. 12, the 14, and the 24. And I see that the 24 has came out once this month already. It came as what is it, 247? Yeah, 247. All right. Now, let's say you have a double like 233. That's two separate numbers, individual numbers, right? The 2 and the 3. So you would mark off the 23 and the 33. And if you had a triple that you followed, you would mark off like triple zeros or triple twos or whatever. You'd mark off the double zeros or the double twos or the double fours, whatever that triple would be. That way you're covering all the pairs. So whatever pair I don't mark off, I carry over to the following month. Like for last month, I know that the double zeros didn't fall. That anything underlined, no double zeros, double eights, and double nines didn't fall last month. So now I'm looking at how long it's been since those numbers have failed. Same here with the double zeros, the 01, the 02, the 06, the 08. See, I know it didn't fall last month, so I got my eye on them to see when the law average picks them back up. The 26, the 37, anything I underlined, the 47, that didn't fall last month, but it did fall this month. 247. I got a little catching up here to do, but I'm just trying to get the gist of it. I got to catch up here. And then after that, like here, once you start tracking your pairs, one time I had a 38 pair that fall for 4 months, 128 days, practically. You can't see that if you ain't tracking. But I added it to my bucket list to know when to play it. When I hit, I added to my bucket list and won it also. So just be patient. Time is on your side. The number's going to tell you what's going on with them. But you don't know that unless you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers working with the law average. 100, who would have thunk? So you played anything with a 38 in it, hadn't played for 4 months. That's what you need to know. That's how you build a strategy and a skill set. Now, since I know that 142, what I did in strategy number 3 here with the 142, well, I've had single numbers. They was talking about single numbers being cold. It was fine to know what single number is cold, but I wanted to know what to do with that single number that was cold. Okay? So what I did, I made 3 columns of single numbers from 0 to 9. So every time a winning number would come in, I know exactly what numbers fell and what position they fell in. Fell in. So same way with the 142. I mark off the 1 in the front. I mark off the 4 in the middle. That's the first time it fell in the middle of this month. And the 2 on the end. First time the 2 fell on the end for the month. And how I use this to my advantage, I realized that no 7 had failed with no number for 2 months. That was 60 days. So you know that's a lot past the law average, going on almost 90 days. That third month, I played everything on 777s and 777s was my rundown and workout. And won. That's the only way you know what's going on with the numbers. Okay? And this is strategy number 3. That's why I'm saying when you talk to me about what's going on with my strategies, I can explain them and teach you. On my sheet, it has 004 for the 822. Let me see. It has 882 on the 004. And it has 044 column 10 for the 822. Is it my sheet? My sheet, Angie? What sheet you have of mine that has that? You're talking about on what you're looking at here. You got a sheet of mine somewhere? I don't understand what you asked it, Angie. I give a minute. I know you're having technical difficulty. I'll come back to it. But no, mine is 044. It has the 822. Even on your rundown, it should give it to you anyway. But you got a sheet. You talking about a sheet that I have? Across the 08. You got me on that. Okay, cross off the 08. Okay. Now let's go back to where I was at here. So the 7s hadn't played for 2 months. That's what I'm talking about. No 7 with no number for 2 months. Where you going to know that? The tic-tac-toes, the date subs, the grids, and those rundowns ain't going to show you that. And you just missed out on you're so welcome, Angie. You just missed out if you don't know what's going on with the actual 1,000 numbers in your state. And now, number 4, and it's a powerful strategy again when I've shown you about the triples, wanting to know what front and backs haven't failed. Okay? You have to be patient and persistent. Stick with a budget. Play responsibly to win. You'll win. You'll win. Now here, I got the same numbers on the top that I got on the bottom. Top and bottom numbers. And on the top bottom numbers, we're going to have the 142. We're going to do the 1-4 front pair. And you're going to mark that off. And the 4-2 back pair. I knew that was going to happen. Yep. Yep. I've seen that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. That's the first. See here, if you'll see, that's the first time that 4-2 front hit all month. I've seen that. I'm thinking about playing it, but it wasn't part of my budget to play. So, law average, it had to catch up. So that's the first time. So the 4-2, first time. See, ain't no circle around it. See all these that I've circled? This is an annual sheet. So if I was playing a number with a 4-2 in it, which I was, according to my budget, I would have definitely played this 4-2 on the back. You see that? So now I'll circle it off here. And see, and then this 4-2, that's why I'm saying playing what's left. Now I'll circle this off here, the 4-2. Because what I did, building strategy and skill set, and any of the numbers that are left for the year, I know here, I got on the side so a glance I can look at. So like here, I know this 2-2 ain't fell on the back. This 3-9 ain't fell on the back now, and this 5-0 ain't fell on the back. So my focus is going to be on these here, on these three. Okay. Now what I'm really playing is this 5-0 on the front. On the back, and this 5-0 on the front haven't failed. Them the two, the front and back that I'm playing, because neither one of them have played, and working with the law average, I'm looking at one of them to come on the front or the back. See, for the whole year, this 5-0 on the front ain't played, and this 5-0 on the back ain't played. And one of my numbers is 150. So I'm playing this 501 and 150. But that's my bucket list of numbers, and I stick with my numbers. But see, that's the first time for the whole year that this 4-2 didn't hit. And I know that. I ain't guessing that. I know how to use it when I need it. Then here, and then now you only got 3 on the back. So if you playing anything with a 2-2 in it in Illinois evening draw, make sure you play it on the back. Or you got anything with 3-9 in it, make sure you play it how you play it, and make sure you put that 3-9 on the back. You got anything with a 5-0, make sure you put that 5-0 on the back to hit straight. See, all these teachers you how to hit straight. And now, same way here. I know it's 4 numbers on the front ain't played. There's 17, there's 37, there's 50, and the 88. So anything with a 17, you want to make sure you put it on the front with a 17. Anything with a 37, you want to make sure you play it on the front. Anything with a 50, you want to play it on the front. Anything with an 88, you want to play it on the front. And that's pretty much the shebang. Everything up here in red is what I knew when I got here from June, and I did my annual sheet with the front pair and back pair. I put up here, these are numbers I knew to look at to play for when they fall. See here, now I'll mark off the 42 that then came in up here in red. I'll move it over. I'll mark off the 42 that it came in red. Yeah, my teaching is just Illinois, but it's applicable to any state because the principle is the same. I put up information for Illinois because I was in Missouri. I had eye surgery, Freeman, and I transferred over from my daughter to till I get well, and I've been in Illinois, tracking Illinois. So I'm state specific for Illinois, but what I'm teaching work. I mean, I'm teaching how to track all 1,000 numbers, so it's applicable to anywhere in the United States or anywhere in the world. So they win in my strategies and my techniques. But yes, I'm state specific for numbers for Illinois, but my teaching is to everybody. But I don't try to put numbers up for all states because that's not promising enough to me for people to really win. Because you see the work what I just did, and I mean I put it together, but I don't do the work. I let you do the work if you call me. Oh well, thank you, appreciate that. But if you, I have people who call me and I do personal counseling. I send out PDF of my sheets. But yeah, yeah, and I don't try to shuck and jive people thinking that I know what numbers are playing for their state. I wouldn't. If I did that, you really couldn't pay me what I'd be worth for real. Nobody could. So this is the best way for me to get it out to everybody. Uh, and people have blessed me, and like I say, bless the channel as the channel blesses you as you learn and learn from my strategies and techniques and realize how factual what I have to teach is. You'll be okay, but don't try to rush yourself. Don't hurt yourself. Study the system, watch the numbers. Only thing you really have to do once you collect the data for a year, you'll and doing the actual tracking yourself. You'll be like, wow. I mean, every time you do it, that's the way I was. I was like, wow, wow. Oh, okay. That's like, wow. You learn the numbers, and every state numbers are gonna be different. Period. Midday gonna be different from evening. Evening gonna be different from midday. Um, Numbers don't travel. You're gonna realize that numbers don't just travel. They cross paths because there's only 1,000 numbers. You got 52 states, so and most of them got 3 and 4 different draws. Like Texas got 4 draws, and no, I know them folks about crazy in Texas, man. With all them draws, I know if I didn't know what I knew now, I'd be crazy too, chasing all them numbers, trying to hit midday, 2 middays and 2 evenings. Man, Texas cleaning up, and instead of sticking with one draw, either make it a midday draw or evening draw. Because I don't do I track. I win midday. I do win midday, but I track midday too. I don't just play midday to be playing. What I do with midday, pretty much, I track to see what number ain't failed midday or evening, and then that's my midday and evening number that I'm playing together. But I don't play a different number for midday and a different number for evening. Uh, I see what numbers ain't played, what pairs, what doubles. That's what I'm looking for. Like if 5-5 didn't fall midday all year and 5-5 didn't fall evening all year on evening all year, and 5-1 didn't fall uh, midday all year, and 5-1 didn't fall evening all year, and I go back and track my work and see that the number itself 5-5-1 ain't failed all year, then that's my number. I'm playing midday and evening and stay with it. And when I win, I'll pile up on that number because I know the likelihood of it coming out is great. But you can build a skill set and strategy. You're going to always know why you're playing your numbers. You're going to always know what to do with the numbers. You always know what to do with the numbers once you start studying them. It ain't no free ride. But you'll enjoy it. Once you start tracking, you like numbers, you'll see you and putting it down on paper. You'll enjoy it. I do, because it's so easy. And even if I don't catch up my numbers for a couple of days, it don't take me more than 30 minutes to catch up 3 or 4 days or whatever. But I still got my bucket list because I really don't be looking to try to play different numbers every day, so I don't have to do that. I might play my numbers if I'm not in town. I'll play my numbers for like 6 days straight, them same numbers, and I'll have hit like that and do hit like that. But I don't wear it because I know my numbers while I'm playing them. I leave out of town. I just play them for a week like that or whatever. hmm And you'll get a feel for your numbers and how they fall, and you'll get a feel for the law average of the numbers and how they fall. Because 90 days is hot, and you'll play those numbers that or look to build off those numbers or build your bucket list of numbers off of numbers that ain't failed in 90 days. And you'll find it's easy to find on your columns as you're tracking them, because you're going to do a sheet every month, and you're going to transfer the numbers that haven't fallen every month to month. And I do an annual sheet, so I always can keep track what columns, what numbers they hit for the whole year off of columns. And see, any of these columns can take 60 or 90 days to hit. The doubles can take a half of a year not hit on a column of the rundown of the doubles. Almost like, because like I say, in any of the columns, 9 out of 10, all you're going to get out of 10 numbers is 3 numbers to hit exact a year. Any of these column numbers, all you're going to get on average for these numbers to hit exact a year out of 10 is 3. 3 numbers. For these numbers to come exactly as they are right here on this column, the most you're probably going to get is 3. Because you're only going to get a third of them out of each year. You only get 365 out of 1,000. So you can't get no more than that. So on average, all you're going to get is 3 exact. Sometimes you might get 4, maybe 5. But that's an oddity. Thank you. That's an oddity. So why are you fighting with all those other 720 numbers you ain't got no idea what's going on with them? Yep. Same way with triples. Why I learned not to play triples. Not unless I didn't track them down and have a reason to know. So time when you tracking actual numbers, time on your side. You ain't got to fight chasing numbers and trying to hit and not knowing why you're playing your numbers. Because if you ain't tracking them, you ain't. If you tracking, like I say, you'll soon be packing the lucky town. Yeah. Yeah. And like I say, I got receipts. I can show that I win. I don't show my money what I won because that ain't important to me, because I ain't gonna have to show you no money, because you're gonna be, if you winning and doing what I'm doing, you'll know about what money I might be making or not making. But I'll tell you, I'll show you that I'm getting emails from Illinois Lottery showing I won. So that's pretty much. I used to could go in Missouri. And you go back to later where I show tickets that I won. But I play online here in Illinois. It's really convenient. It's nice to be able to play online. Yeah, it's really nice. But they sent me an email saying I won. Texas is tricky. Well, all of them probably can seem tricky, but if you track and you'll see what's going on with them. I don't know, and they do seem tricky. They're trying to draw with the wild ball added to the pick 3 and the pick 4s. It could be something going on there a little bit. I think they could be using AI now to do pick 3 on you and pick 4 and stuff like that. But Like I say, study more than you play. You'll pinpoint the numbers. You can pinpoint those numbers. Yeah. They say Texas, Texas. I think all of them are say if you don't know why you playing a number, all of them gonna be tricky anyway. All of them gonna be tricky. They was tricky for me for a long time. That's all I can say. Hmm. Until I started actually put this system together. Any other questions? If not, I'm gonna call it today. My grandkids will probably be getting in here. Oh, they running a little late. One of them I know running late. Say Maryland. Okay. Just track. It'll open things up for you. You'll see if once they start. I realize that they are using AI and stuff on me. I'll be trying to find something else to do. I won't be probably playing, but might play out of state or something if I can play online. If they ain't using AI and they're using the actual machines and the balls, I'll be looking for that. But if they got computerized drawing, I might get away from that because I don't trust it. For one, I really don't trust computerized drawing. But if they got the actual machines doing it, it's kind of hard to manipulate that. I would think, but where there's a will, there's a way. But I would trust the ball drawing more than the electronic drawer by far. Because like I said, Eddie Tipton, he figured out a way to win millions of dollars with that electronic draw for the Powerball and Mega Million stuff. Still don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did that. Because I think the Powerball and them, they still do balls. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. He got arrested for it, so they must have caught him so high, and he told them how he did it. So that would be interesting to know, I guess. I don't know. Ain't nothing I could do. I'd never be in that position to do it. But it'd be interesting to have the knowledge. Okay, thank you, everybody. All right, so like I always say, play up till they come, make that money, y'all. Peace and love, God bless. And if you're tracking, you'll soon be packing to Lucky Town. And OPPB, be organized, be patient, be persistent. Stick with a budget, play responsibly. And happy winnings.